Okay, folks, hello and welcome to a very special game we're bringing to you. And one of the best features of this game is the model viewer, which lets you see some of the most terrifying creatures and bosses that you fought throughout the game. It's really neat that they added this feature.
I don't even remember the figurines thing at all. That was funny when you just brought that up and it was her ass.
I actually do remember it because some of the models, I'm actually going to go show some of them off. Some of them are actually really cool.
Does it have that good music like in Resident Evil 5 when you could look at the model viewer?
It's not even close to as good as Resident Evil 5's, but it still has, somewhat relaxing music. So you can see all these custom models that they built. Also, all the basic enemies are in the game, like this.
This game did have some really cool enemies in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, that's something I was thinking about already, comparing it between its sequel and the original, is the enemy design might actually be superior in the first one, even though the second game had still great enemy design.
It's been so long since I've played. I haven't played this one since before Bloodborne came out, so I can't remember everything. But I do remember, we both definitely liked this and found it superior to The Last of Us. Let's go Nightmare, dude.
All right. I don't like Nightmare for certain parts, especially stuff like the beginning, but I don't mind it. I really don't like this opening. And the beginning stealth sequences. I think that's one of the weakest parts of this game.
Yeah, I don't like it too much in the second game either, although I do feel like it's a little bit more succinct in the second one.
Definitely. Although the second one has something I think is... I think that the second one has a little too much stealth overall.
184 copy, code 3, ETA 3 minutes.
Copy 184.
I can actually hear the game.
Sorry,
you can?
I know you just
Do you have your TV unmuted?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down.
Yeah, you might want to turn that down.
Is it a riot? I want
Kidman,
to be able to hear it a little bit.
That's fine. I just don't want to fuck up the audio. Dude, Sebastian looks different in the second one, even though he looks basically the same, but his face is more like Cro-Magnon looking in this one.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's interesting that he looks different in the second one, because I noticed that too. But his voice didn't really change that much. So it was an interesting thing that the voice actor changed, but I really wish his features changed more.
I didn't notice his voice was different because I didn't it had been such a gap in between playing them that I didn't remember what Sebastian sounded like. I remember he was just, I'm Sebastian. I just kind of remember that.
Yeah, he had just the gruff thing going on.
He sounds basically the same in the second game, but apparently a lot of people were pissed off about him having different voice actors.
I'm not upset by it at all.
I don't give a shit. Yeah. Kidman looks a lot different too.
I agree with that. She's way more smooth-faced in this one, and she's like all, she's kind of got a bigger nose in the next one. And I think her voice is a little bit more noticeable, but again, that doesn't really bother me.
No, I don't think these are great characters. The game was just fun. It had good atmosphere, and the game was fun. But dude, this looks so much like a Law & Order episode.
Yeah, really. It's even got that letterboxing effect throughout a bunch of the cutscenes. I liked this intro, though. I do like this as an intro to the game. It's just, it's a little slow, repeating it.
That's part of what kept me from doing New Game Plus, was how long the beginning was.
Yeah.
He should have had his trench coat the whole game. That trench coat looks cool. Can you wear that as an alternate outfit or anything?
In this game? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
And I've seen the alternate outfits in the second game. They're not that special, really. That does look really... this game did have some really good graphics.
No, I was really impressed watching this. It felt a lot like Heavy Rain, but even better as far as like presenting that cinematic opening for a movie-like game. Not like this game is like Heavy Rain, but this really does that. It shows the graphics and how well it can be used for storytelling. Because this does seem very movie-like, very cinematic.
Yeah, it really does. And I like how it didn't end up completely doing the Last of Us thing, which is, I was afraid of that when I was playing it, that this is going to be too much like a movie. And not nearly enough like a game. But this game gets pretty crazy. Like, remember some of the shit that happens, like, at the very end of the game?
I remember a lot of it, but I actually have forgotten a lot of it too, so...
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Smells like blood.
I was actually, like, talking about this game with my boss is what got me thinking about how this was actually a pretty good game.
We're gonna check.
But, like, almost everybody I talked to about this game, except for you, was like, either it was okay. I believe it's better than it was okay.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like Evil Within 2 as well.
Yeah,
I've noticed.
I find that just, like, really preposterous. I was so into it when I was first going through it the first time. I was like, this game is really fucking good.
Well, nothing different here. Just seems like a typical hospital. We'll keep investigating. As I'm walking, as I'm crawling over corpses. Oh, this part, that's a pretty cool part. How he just slumps over.
That's good survival horror stuff, like a corpse just falling over but doesn't attack you.
Honestly, this whole digital set designing is done really well. I really like this collapsed table and the blood that like is sliding down the edge of the table.
Yeah, that is a good attention to detail. They put a lot of, like, this is a good looking scene in the game, and they
That's
put a
cool
lot of
too.
work in it.
That old-fashioned hat.
You gotta have that. It's a survival horror game and it's a hospital.
It's interesting that she has that old-fashioned hat because that's sort of a part of Sebastian's world. That's sort of part of his, you know, to lack of a better word, safe place. Which is why I think he has that one sort of old-fashioned, like Ernest Hemingway nurse helping him out in his dream world. It almost makes you think, like, could this also be his dream world? But I think they just had that asset and wanted to put it there.
Yeah, I don't think... honestly, neither of the games are, like, really as meta as I think they try to come off.
No, I like that, because so many games try to fuck with you where it's like, are you really out of reality? I like that this game shows that the reality is... the virtual reality machine is just the setting. It's not necessarily tied to any twists in the plot.
Yeah, and I think they did that a lot better in the second game, just because that's something that I like. Got it. And then the lame-ass villain is introduced.
Here comes Captain Faggot.
To ruin the fucking game.
Yeah. Honestly, the villain in the second game is not worlds better, but we've both discussed we like him better.
Honestly, I like him so much better.
This just has no personality, this villain.
No, that's the worst thing about this game is that villain. He's not even in the second one at all. Which I really liked. Yeah.
No, that's a good thing for a series.
Did the guy that wrote this was the director of the first Resident Evil, right?
Yes.
Did he also write...
No, he didn't write it. I think he just directed it.
Oh, he just directed it?
Yeah. I don't know, actually.
It is, but the main guy, and basically the Miyazaki of this game, is the guy that was on the first Resident Evil, right?
Yeah.
How involved with this was he in the second one, do you know?
I think just as involved, from what I remember seeing. I actually looked up the cast and everything, so...
Okay, that's cool, because I hope they didn't, like, give him less power or something. This goes on for way too fucking long.
Yeah, it's again, it is a good sequence, but this is unskippable, so that means if you've skipped a cutscene, you have to do this every time.
If you could completely skip this entire thing, that would be fine.
Right.
I mean, I don't care if they make you do it the very first time, but after that, it should be skippable.
I also would like to skip that barnyard cutscene, or that barnyard area at the very beginning, because that area is just annoying as hell. You don't have enough resources to do anything clever, it's just bullshit stealth.
And it makes the game seem a lot harder than it's actually gonna be.
I sort of like this outfit better, what do you think?
Yeah,
And, what he wears.
I like it. It's fine, but I do like the trench coat. I think the trench coat should be something you could unlock after you beat the game.
I just like this classic style of, oh yeah, R1 is sneak in this game. This
Oh god, that's weird.
Classic detective style,
Yeah,
aesthetic.
I do like it. It looks fine. And you can wear it in the second game.
Because you could so easily make Sebastian look lame as like a detective character.
Yeah, I mean, Sebastian doesn't have a ton of personality altogether, but I think it fits for like kind of the more old school type of protagonist, where the protagonist has a personality, but he's left just blank enough for you to kind of fill in the blanks.
I actually forgot what you're supposed to do. I know there's a key somewhere, but
Well, that's cool that we got to see that.
yeah. I mean,
That's
yeah.
fine.
I just wanted to show off some of the special death animations you have in this game.
I love that when video games show your character getting violently killed if you fuck something up.
Dude, that's a classic Resident Evil thing. Oh, there's the keys right there.
I don't see them.
I'm actually gonna check if I can quickly change the scheme to not have a R1 be sneak, because
Yeah,
I feel like
that's weird.
there was.
Just cut this out.
Nope. Alright, we're doing it.
Were you able to fix it?
No, but I did toggle the crouch, so at least I can just keep it like that, not have to relearn too many mechanics. Also, the screen, the little wheel for your weapons in this game is actually, it doesn't pause the game, it just slows it down.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there they are. Yeah, I don't think you sneak kill this guy. I think you just have to get around him.
Right. He saw me last time, that's why I got fucked up. I like the entrails just dangling on that table.
This is just too reminiscent of Hostel. Like, because I just recently watched Hostel, like, a few months ago. It's not necessarily bad, but it makes me think of Silent Hill Homecoming, which is like... Silent Hill Homecoming wishes it was Evil Within.
Yeah.
And then Evil
And
Within 2.
look at this forced slow walk.
Yeah, that's one thing that both of these games need to get the fuck rid of, is the forced slow walk.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the force, or when a character is, the villain is talking to me, so I must walk slow and look around. Just let me run while the villain's bitching at me.
Right.
Silent Hill 2 let you do that.
A loud noise and colored lights. Time to run. Now I can run.
He has a chainsaw. Why? He would have just ran anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he wakes up hanging upside down in the set of Hostel. I do like how he, like, frantically runs and looks behind him. He doesn't run like an action hero. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, this is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Had a bad day. No, this
What?
is...
What the fuck you singing that for?
I like this, how it just fucks him up in this sequence. But it is one of those sequences in a game where it's just like, look at how much your character is getting his ass kicked.
I really like that part right there. I just think is awesome, and I like the sliding part as well. Like this part is fun and interesting. It's just that very beginning part is not.
I was so impressed when by the time this had already happened, I was like, okay, the PS4 is like, I'm already glad I bought it because I was having fun.
Yeah, this was our first PS4 game, honey.
Get all these people hanging out in the jacuzzi.
Dude, imagine actually what that must smell like. That would smell terrible.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Imagine the texture. Imagine the texture you would find like sticking to your clothes as you got out.
And dude, that would be like in your pants, like sticking against your dick and stuff.
Like fucking strings of flesh.
God, that's fucking hot.
Mm-hmm. I'm fucking jacking off already.
Oh, I'm jacking it.
Not such a... You're not running through doors anymore, are you, tough guy?
Oh, look at the dynamic lighting effects.
Yeah.
How long do you have to limp like this?
Too long.
Well, the whole game is like
Let's
this.
limp over here and explore this obvious dead end.
Well, you gotta get the file. Oh, I thought there was a file there.
There wasn't a file.
Dude, this frame rate is great. This is like I'm like at your house.
Dude, we're in STEM right now.
Oh shit. Do you think they'll ever do like in another Evil Within title where like STEM becomes reality and like the things can get out of STEM?
I don't know, but I'm supportive of anything they try. I just would critique it and hope they do it well.
It's like Silent Hill meets The Matrix.
This is an interesting part. I really like that you start here. I like that you're suddenly in such a different area already, and it changes. It changes the way the area looks pretty often in the early game. Also, the fact that you come back here later is really interesting.
They're really showing off these lighting effects here. I guess because it was one of the earliest titles on the PS4, so they wanted to show off what it could do.
Yeah, when you come back here, it's really cool that you come back here. I think you come back here in some ways in the second game as well. So
I actually don't remember coming back here.
No.
There's a lot of areas that looked like this in the second game. Well, no, there's really just that when you go to that one area where the marrow or whatever.
Yeah. I think it's interesting that already Sebastian really doesn't have any character or story, no background. He's just a detective. But in the second game, he's set up with a huge backstory. Yeah,
and that's right. Yeah, and in this game, I think they wanted you to have a little more, like, you could identify with him.
Exactly.
In the second game, he's completely their character in their story.
The second game really tries to take it in a more Resident Evil direction as far as storytelling with characters.
I think that's what most people wanted, and that's probably why they did that. What do you think of the start of this game as opposed to the way Evil Within 2 starts, just with the house on fire and you don't know why or what's happening at first?
I sort of like this one better just because it's simpler and more like the kind of movies and shows I would watch. But the second one I was fine with because I was already invested.
I think the way this one started works really well for the first one, and the way the sequel starts works really well for the sequel.
Yeah, I don't think it would work very well if the other one, if this movie had started in that weird artistic sort of way.
Yeah.
With like you don't get the same effect seeing Sebastian wandering around in this like black lake of nothingness if you just got the character and you haven't played a game with him already.
And you don't know anything about STEM or anything like that. It's just like, what is this megaverse I'm in?
And it's hard to care about his kid if you don't know him, you don't know his personality, you don't know what he's been through.
Yeah.
But it's definitely easier if you've played a game with him and he never did anything to annoy you in that game. Am I supposed to hide in a... Yeah, I am. I already lost. I'm supposed to hide in like a locker or something.
Is it a one-hit kill?
Yeah.
Well, at least we're getting to see these kills.
Yeah, I don't mind at all because that was a really cool kill.
Yeah, I'm glad that the second game doesn't have as many of these gimmicked areas, although it does have them. But I remember I did not like the hiding in the locker and shit when I first played the game. At this point in the game, when I first played it, I really didn't know exactly how I felt, but I was having fun with it. I'm
not a big fan. I don't like having to hide and wait for the enemy to go by. It's that amnesia helplessness thing.
Right, yeah, I hate that shit. I've still never played Amnesia because of it. I've just watched you play for that great Let's Play we did.
Dude, it was greater than you'd expect for that game.
eventually got to the point where all we talked about was Tricky Cat.
I know. That's why it was so great, because it had nothing to do with the game, and the games really sucked.
I thought you liked it.
I liked it, but I don't think it's a good game to let's play.
Yeah, and it was one of the most let's played fucking games ever, I
Right.
think.
So the fact that we let's played it, and we ended up doing it in a similar style that we criticized, but by making fun of other let's plays of Amnesia, that's the reason why I like it so much.
It's just it's a good time capsule for sure.
Right.
And we didn't fucking like even get very far at all. I think we only got like an hour into the game or something.
You know, if someone were to criticize our commentary for this part, I would instead ask that you criticize the game for forcing us into a locker where we have to talk about Tricky Cat for like 2 minutes.
Right, there's nothing else to talk about. Watch your enemy go throw a tantrum while we just stare out the fucking vent lens thing.
I suppose you're supposed to be scared, but it's not very scary.
For two grown men, that's just not gonna scare you. I mean, I hate this whole you got to be scared in Let's Plays thing. Okay, that's just not scary. Maybe if we were both 5 or we were chicks or something. No, not even chicks would actually be scared of that. They'd just be like, I don't want to die.
Is this bitch gonna come out or not?
Are you making a new blood trail? Or is that already there?
No, dude, that's Daniel's rose petal serum. This is Amnesia.
They're Tricky Cat
we have
droppings.
to follow it.
God, that game was fucking gay. Yeah, are you supposed to sneak attack him?
I'm supposed to sneak around him.
Shit. You have a knife, right?
Oh, I'm fucked.
Just run. I think you can just like limp away from him into this. Oh yeah. Oh no, my blood got on the camera.
Yeah.
Why you just go around in circles?
What? How can I lose him?
I don't know. It's been so long.
I'm willing to just let him kill me if I can't lose him.
I think you can lose him. Oh, well, you're dead anyway. No, it went right through you. Now he can take a chainsaw to the back. This is just a farce. This is ridiculous.
I was trying to go under the bed. It was like a Scooby-Doo montage.
It was. Telling everybody that you're my girl. Goofy ass songs are playing. Then you both come out the same door.
Yeah, and we're with different people every time, and we're running with each other in one scene.
And then you do the whole wait a second, aren't we enemies thing?
Yeah, and then he starts chasing me.
And Sebastian shrugs at the camera.
He like wags his finger at him.
He starts wagging his tail.
Oh,
what are
we
you
got a bottle.
doing? Oh yeah, you gotta do that throw bottle bullshit. Just drink the alcohol that's inside of it. Yeah, this part sucks. This is a good game, but it takes forever to get fucking going. I'm glad you're the one playing right now.
Yeah, I'm having a time of my life. Damn, this guy's a bitch. I do appreciate that extreme sag he's got going on his pants.
Who do you think's worse, him or the flamethrower guys on Nightmare in the sequel?
What do you mean by that?
Like when you're trying to sneak up on them and they keep turning around.
Oh, honestly, I usually use like combinations for the flamethrower guys. I usually use like smoke grenades, so.
Oh, did you ever get that leveled up all the way to where you could just
the poison?
No,
oh, I did. Yeah, it was really useful. Whoa, that made me think he knew where I was.
I think he just goes crazy and gets stuck in the game's geometry, so he destroys it.
That's a really fast movement speed, though, for him to just be wandering the map.
I know. I think you need. I actually think you're supposed to throw a bottle to get him to coffee.
No, I remember you don't have to. You can, but you can just sneak.
And when was the last time you played this? I think you just go out that door that's in front of you.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's right here, right where he is.
I think isn't it that door?
The one I'm aiming at right here? This one?
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it, but I don't want him to see me. Oh, he saw me. I'm fucked.
I think it might be alright.
Yeah, that's why I was waiting. Was that the door you were talking about?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. I should have been a little bit more careful.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, he's a bit of an oaf.
Bit of an oaf.
Just fucking no rhyme or reason to his movement.
Yeah. That reminds me, I've had to explain what the word arbitrary means at work like 5 times.
How would you explain it?
I would just say, you're acting capricious and arbitrary.
Oh, yeah.
No,
that's a big hit at Walmart.
The way I would word it, I'd be like, inconsistent without logic, I think is how I gave a explanation once. But then that also confused. So I was just like, forget it.
I would just say like it's not relevant to anything. It's not.
That would be even more harder. More harder? Okay, maybe I should shoot myself.
Maybe you shouldn't be the one explaining things to them.
Right?
Come on, you big bitch. Get out of the way.
This is ridiculous. Now he's just hitting himself in the head with the fucking chainsaw. I will walk very slowly in this direction.
Not before I jostle my head around and get frustrated at nothing.
Over there. I know you're in here! He has no reason to be afraid or, like, timid. He should just, like, be going completely crazy through everything.
Yeah, seriously. I'm gonna try and go this way.
He's like a kind of a lame-looking enemy when I've gotten, like, this long to look at him. Oh, I forgot he had those little, like, obvious inner monologue moments.
Yeah, some of the only character this guy has.
He has a chainsaw. He could kill me. I do like how you're fucking leaving a blood trail. I like that a lot. I think you can break those, can't you?
Nope. They're the texture shows if they're breakable.
Where the hell do you go?
I have to go in there. I have to go through that way. This is a safe zone, but I definitely have to eventually go in. So
this is getting like horrible. I hate stealth. Well, I don't hate stealth, but I'm not a big fan of stealth at all because of shit like this.
Yeah, it just slows down the game, and this is all the beginning of this game is. Can't tell where he is, so.
He's over there by the locker, I think.
Nope, he's just standing right there. He's just standing there. Why? Move.
Throw the bottle then. Maybe that'll get him.
And then he just runs right towards me.
I think it did get him to move. You definitely have more patience. I can tell by the way you're doing the stealth segment. You have a lot more patience than I do.
What the hell? Did I go the wrong way?
Dude, I can't fully tell through the smaller screen.
It's full screened half the time, but I'm gonna cut this out. This is stupid.
Yeah,
I'll edit this.
Just edit to when you go through the fucking door. Sha la 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 la.
You want to talk about Tricky Cat again?
Yeah, that was good. We barely talk about Tricky Cat. Gotta keep it alive.
True.
Tricky Cat really fell out of popularity.
Oh, the kids are all about targy dog now.
Targy dog. Targy dog.
No! He found me.
Oh, Marty.
Oh, actually, I made it. Never mind. Okay, so that's how you get past that segment.
Oh, you are done now?
I'm clearly a Evil Within veteran.
You gotta use your evil within.
And Evil Within.
I am the evil within.
Oh yeah, this part. This is the part you revisit. Which is pretty cool.
Are you sick of me yet?
And it's just like, why are there so many wheelchairs? Is this the fucking disabled ward?
Dude, yes.
And I look at the wall, there's like a plaque, disabled. This is one of my favorite parts in this entire series, actually. One of my favorite places.
The whole room here is very Silent Hill 1.
Absolutely. That classic brick wall elevator.
Yeah, that's cool. Have you ever been in one of those?
Yeah. There's a lot of those kind of places in like San Francisco and Seattle.
Oh yeah, because in San Francisco we don't bulldoze our ancient buildings.
The ancient buildings in
Our
San
ancient
Francisco.
symbols.
The ancient gays that would celebrate and perform gay rituals there.
Perform gay rituals.
They wait till the moon aligned and with their asshole or something like that.
I didn't know that Bethesda had anything to do with this one as well. Bethesda like produces like everything, you know.
I know, it's crazy. There's just a couple companies like Bethesda and Bandai Namco that are just churning out all the AAA title games. And then there are other companies that are churning out just fucking hot garbage. And it's like, okay, these companies all just stay like, you know, Activision and all the Call of Duty.
Fucking, yeah, Activision and fuck, what's that other one? What's that other big one like Activision? It even kind of sounds like Activision, but I can't remember.
Naughty Dog, Targy Dog.
Yeah, it was Targy Dog.
No, Naughty Dog has its hit or miss.
Naughty Dog has some stuff that is like used to be like really
classic stuff
like Jack and Dexter. And
exactly. The stuff I actually care about, and I actually have been planning on Let's Playing that if this goes well.
I want you to do that. Are you gonna do that alone or together?
Oh shit, I never even considered, but that would be cool if you joined.
Yeah, I would definitely be in it.
Awesome.
I'd love to do that.
We could do a session after this then.
Yeah, sounds good. Oh, I can't.
See, his movement is so much better now. Holy shit.
How did his leg heal that
Look at
much
this.
in like 5 seconds?
I'm fucking Hussein Bolt now. Look at this.
I don't
He's
know
not
who that
hobbling
is.
over shit. I'm plowing straight through this medical equipment.
Who is Hussein Thunderbolt?
Oh, it's some black guy who runs really fast.
Is it like a sports thing?
Yeah.
That's why I don't know.
Dude, it's an Olympics thing.
Oh my god!
We're bringing it back.
Every survival horror game's gonna have a fucking Olympics joke.
Remember when I said this game had a way cooler world falling apart sequence? This is what I was talking about.
Okay, yeah, I had completely forgotten about this. I agree already. I like that it's not all black in the sky. I like that the sky is all overcast. That's better to me than just the nightfall sky that's all about the second.
Yeah, I agree. And that's kind of cool, actually, but it's wasted. It's wasted on a horrible villain.
Absolutely. Imagine if the villain in this game was badass.
Imagine if the villain was that kid,
Man, I'm sorry, but you never came
and the
out.
kid had like
I
this
waited
fucked
for
up personality at the very end when he finally revealed himself.
Please, settle down, Leslie.
Dude, that kid is like another thing about the game. Like, he's not like Wesley.
I like how the textures pop in.
Yeah, that's badass. Best part about the game.
I actually do. It's got a. It reminds me of games like L.A. Noire.
Did you play that?
I tried it when it first came out, but I was not a fan.
That's exactly my experience. Who is this ambulance driver? I don't remember him at all.
There's a reason why you don't remember him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is like they watched that fucking 2012 movie and then made this.
Yeah, it's funny. The second movie has even more inspiration, or the second game has even more inspiration from that, but not only in cutscenes, really.
I didn't catch like any of that because I hadn't seen those movies that you had seen, so I just thought the game was
We're talking about Inception for anyone who actually is watching this. That's a really cool part.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I don't remember that at all. That's badass. I'm the best ambulance driver in the world.
And this is all about Beacon. What was the name of the city in the next one?
Fuck, God, I actually can't remember. What was it? It was just Union.
Union, yeah.
I was thinking it was something religious.
Union, I guess that's pretty fitting that they named it Union.
Must be dead.
I mean, yeah, with the like father.
And
the,
yeah, in retrospect and everything. Well, and the fact that they reunite, like that's what happens in the end of that game.
Oh, I
It'll
hadn't
be
even
once
thought
we're
of that.
far away.
I was thinking like Holy
A
Union.
little further. I'm
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
fine.
that works as well.
Just a little further. We'll be fine. I don't know why I think
Fine.
this.
Fine. 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 Fine.
I'm seeing
Let me-
things.
Let me check the etch and sketch. Oh no, we're seeing a light ring pattern. Sonic's chasing us.
Get off of my hood, Sonic!
Get off my hood, Sonic!
Oh god, I think he's come down with that KSP guy.
Oh man, what's that line from Skyrim? It's like, I think you've come down with...
You better not get me sick.
Whoa! Completely ripped from Inception.
Yeah, this, even I recognize this from Inception. Sebastian looked fucking stupid.
Whoa!
Fucking gnarly, dude.
I thought for a second that the chainsaw guy was facing the other way and was doing some anime pose.
Dude, it just says you died.
You suck. Oh man, okay. That's about it for the first episode.
Yeah, I think we're good for this one. Subscribe to Targy Dog.
Target dog. There was.
Just cut this out.
Nope.
Oh wait, I have to go.